Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime. In this video, we're going to take a look at Legacy Evolution Detritus. Now, Detritus is a repaint of Hound, of like an Earth mode Hound, which hasn't come out yet. About a year ago, we had a leaked 3D render of the Hound. I believe it's supposed to be a Buzzworthy Bumblebee release. And we've seen hide nor hair of it since. But they did paint it into a Detritus. And in my last video, I said they never actually made another figure of him. So at least now they have. He's a mercenary. That's why he has both Autobot and Decepticon logos. And he kind of plays both sides. So he also is a Junkion, and he wants to be the leader of the Junkion. So this is all like a fiction that Ehobby came up with back in the early 2000s when they released their Ehobby Detritus, which I'll go over a versus with him and Detritus in the review. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Ring the bell for notifications. Leave me a comment on what you think of Detritus. And without any further ado, let's get to the review.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
This October 20th through the 22nd, TFCon Orlando at Doubletree by Hilton Hotel Orlando at SeaWorld with special guests Bob Budiansky, Victor Caroli, Dan Gilvison, Gary Chalk, Richard Newman, Alex Milne, David Sobloff, and Casey Kohler. Meet mediocre YouTubers Bert the Stormtrooper, Deluxe Baldwin, Diecast Norbs, Engineer Hoist, Fire Talks, Ghost Prime, Kato's Collection, Patriot Prime, Rodimus Primal, and Treebot. If you see them, make sure and say hi. You'll most likely find them at the bar. That's TFCon Orlando in October. Be there!
We now return to the Transformers.
And as is with all Transformers, it comes in a box. And he's packaged in robot mode, and his alt mode is right there. Nice rendering, I think. Legacy Evolution. Detritus right there. There he is in robot mode. And the close-up on his head. Interestingly enough, he doesn't really have the full goatee, which I'll go over later. There is the other half of the Legacy box art, which is interesting that they gave him the Autobot side. But I guess it didn't really matter. There is the back, 13 steps into a Jeep, and his Evo Fusion gimmick, which doesn't look like a safe way to hold your guns. Anyway, one more thing is he does have this nice little QR code that shows his stats. You also get a set of instructions, which, if you've had the Siege, you know really what you're getting into is pretty much just a massive retool of that. And inside the packaging, you get his missile launcher, which the missile can come off, but it's done in translucent plastic that's painted over beige. So this says this might chip over time. And you get his blaster, which looks to be also done, I believe, in translucent plastic by looking in there. So just be careful with these scratching. And the robot, and we'll get in real close on him. I want to show you guys the really cool thing I like here. Getting in real close on that head sculpt. It's very light, but you could see he has a goatee.
I grew a goatee, and it looks amazing.
Much like myself. Very cool. That's an homage to the original one from 2003 or 4. He has a little bit of silver on his head there. Moving down, you see the headlights, which are tiny. They are painted silver. He has a gold painted winch. Autobot logo right there. He has some nice red and sort of a goldish decaling right there. It's almost like a silvery gold. It's not, it's like a bronze maybe. And moving down, you can see his waist, which is like a gold plastic sort of metal swirly, which we haven't seen in a while. And then his brown waist. No real paint there. Wait, maybe I am mistaken. That is paint. Brown painted there. And coming on down, you got red and brown on the shins. And the feet are molded in brown but painted in that beige. Around the back, he is a bit hollow in the legs. Hollow right back there in the back. Not too bad. And then you can see a Decepticon logo that shows up. right there. As for the weapons, let's show off the Evo Fusion gimmick first. So the Evo Fusion gimmick, you peg this part into there, and you have this. So I'm guessing that's supposed to be the end piece, and these will total like this. But you're just really shoving a missile launcher into a gun. That does not seem safe. But I'll probably never be doing it that way. Do that. Then he has two 5mm ports on the shoulders, so you could just go ahead and put that in either side you want. Slot that in the hand. There you go. He also has 5mm ports on his arm, 5mm port right there on the leg, on this part here, which actually is for the Jeep, and none on the back. But he does have a stand port. There he is. Articulation is, I think it's the same as the Siege. I don't have the Siege Hound, but he has shoulder, goes all the way around, his shoulder come out that, bicep swivel 360, 90 the elbow, wrist swivel, his head, let me take this out because I got big ass fingers. His head is on a ball joint, which can turn all the way around, but he could look up and down. Well, not really to be said anything. So it's really tight, really tight in there. Waist can go 360, no ab crunch. Leg goes out like that, back like that. He can knee a little over 90 there. He does have ankle tilts, but no rocker. I guess you could say there's a toe. A little bit of a toe tilt. That's pretty much it for articulation, which is pretty standard for Transformers these days. So nothing really over the top or special there. All right, first things first, we're going to go with the original Detritus. So the original Detritus does have chrome. This has silver in the place of that. If we want to go a little close, you can see sort of the similarities here. There are a lot of similarities in the paintwork. One thing I do miss on this one is the wet brushing here. So if we could get in real close, one thing I like about this is that you get the wet brushing there that was done. So it has like the buildup of dust in between like the mirrors and all the little crevices of the winch there. This one just doesn't have that. I think that would be a fantastic addition to this, just to make it look sort of like it's in the desert and it's worn. That's something that is missing. Something I really, really dig on this one. But you can see the chrome on the headlights versus the silver, red on the feet. Kind of, that's a play into that. This is a play into the sticker sheet, which I have not applied the sticker sheet because these stickers are notorious for just falling off, basically. So I don't want to even bother with it. So see, there's the goatee on the original Detritus. All right, zooming back out, you see brown arms, a lot of things as the rims, which are silver here. Again, it has the wet brushing with the tan in there to make it look like sand buildup that this really could use. He does have a launcher, but my launcher is put away in his box, which is put away in my box closet because I keep this guy in vehicle mode. Overall, pretty good homage. You got the clear window right there, also in the back. It's really cool. I really do dig that homage. All right, and here he is with the Data Clerk Orion packs. This is my only Siege Hound version. This is my first experience with the mold. I never got the Siege Hound because I have the Hink Guy one, which I actually really enjoy. But you can see, I think he has the same legs as the Siege version and the same rims as the Siege version. Definitely has exactly the same arms. These are the same arms exactly. And the waist piece of the back, you can see that's the same as well. As far as everything else, I think there's about the same amount of differences. You have the same little shoulder pieces here. Arms, those are all the same. Looks like the thighs are exactly the same as well. So you're going to get a lot of the same. But I think this has Siege Hound's gun. So this carries a lot over from Siege Hound's. Best I could do. So getting into transformation, if you've done Siege Hound or that Orion packs, you definitely know it's actually really, really simple to do as transformations. Really easy. First thing you want to do is go ahead and pop the shoulders out like this. Move the head up, or the chest up, and the window tab in there. Kind of like this. Arms go under and up, and then turn them like this. So you have the waffle end facing out. In, up, this, waffle end facing out. Then you take the legs, open them up, straighten out the whole thing, like so. Go ahead and turn it around, and then bend the whole thing around. It's actually kind of a clever transformation, honestly. Right here, and then go ahead and just tab the fenders into the side, just like that. And take the feet, turn the feet down, take the tab in the back, tab it in. The arms, there is a tab. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a tab right there and a slot on the inside. And that, if you line it up right, they just tap in like that, so they stay okay. Just like that, like so. And there you have it in Jeep mode. Now, in Jeep mode, it looks pretty good. I like the the whole Jeep motif thing. This part is kind of weird that sticks out, but I think that might be a holdover from Siege Hound. I don't know. You guys could fill me in the comments. Nothing in the back, no taillights or anything, but that becomes the top of the leg, so that's probably why. And one thing, they could have remolded this to get seats. If this had seats, it would really sell this. But you can see it's kind of a difference of plastic there. It looks worse in these lights than it does in person, and rolls pretty well. The Decepticon logo does show on the front because he is a mercenary, so he caters to both sides. Now these are shown like this on the box, which is a far cry from what Hound has. Hound has the big in-place gun, which is really cool. And if we ever do get a Hound, he's going to look just like this. Here he is, again, with the original Detritus. In here kind of closely, you can see a bit of the difference in paint. This has got a kind of a fade on it, where this is just straight plastic. On the back, he has the gas tank with the wheel, which would be really nice if they could have done something to put that there. But they did definitely give him some chrome rims, or in this case, silver. They don't chrome anything anymore. So it does actually create a good homage to this one. Color-wise, we do know that this is Hound and will be coming Hound soon, hopefully. It's been a year, but supposedly they're coming out with a Hound. And there they are from the front. Now, this is not a licensed Jeep where you can tell this is or was. But so you can tell that they had to take some liberties to make it look like it. It looks very different when you actually put it up next to this one. But by itself, I think it's pretty cool. Here he is with Data Cloak Orion packs. So we can see just what was retooled on it. And these pieces are the same, so it's got to be the same as Siege Hound. But other than that, it's got a lot of new pieces. In the back, this side, and from the front. So let's get into some final thoughts. So the question is, should you pick up Legacy Evolution Detritus? Sure, do it. I like it. I think it's a great figure. I like the desert motif. I think they did a good job on it. It looks pretty good. Bear in mind, there will be this mold coming out as Hound, so you'll be in it for two of them, right? If you want the Hound, of course. And if you should replace the Hound in your collection, that's a whole other story. But I think he's really good. I don't think this mold has aged too badly. I think it looks really good, and I like the character. So if you like the character, why not get it? Anyway, I appreciate you sticking around for the review, and I hope to see you next time.